Yeah. Oh yeah, Craig.
This is very complicated. What do you?
There it is. Hello. Oh God.
YouTube is working. Mr. Beard, your audio is not working on stream. They're not hearing the background music is going, but no one's hearing voices.
I know OBS and Discord have both been messed up recently, so you probably gotta.
Okay. All right, my voice is here now. My voice is here now. Sorry, everyone.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to start over because I'm recording. So, anyways, this party. I found some burial mounds. Found what appear to be burial mounds. It looks like the two people that were separated were at least close enough to start exploring, and they found where those two people went. Unfortunately, they were dead, and in the process of being impaled, onto the body of a very large construct. Warforged, potentially. But yeah, just a metal beast with spikes, and was just implanting the two bodies as well as quite a few other bodies onto its backside. They let it go. They didn't really seem much interested in fighting this thing or trying to stop it. So after a brief huddle outside, they found it using a teleportation circle in one of these old burial mounds, and Sandstorm began, and they decided to head back to Sydund. And luckily, they also were given access to teleportation by means of a teleportation stone. It was given to Svamp, and she used it, and she ended up back in the lighthouse as planned, alongside the camel, which is something they picked up along the way. Moira and Shinichi did not come. They went somewhere else.
My friends.
Yeah. So that's the gist of what happened last time. So let's go ahead and introduce everyone. First of all, Beckzilla. Say hello. Who are you playing?
Hi, I am playing Svamp. Svamp is a Furbolg druid, Circle of Spores. She is incredibly curious. She loves the natural order of things, the natural circle of life, and mushrooms are her favorite thing. And she's incredibly curious. If anything goes against her way of thinking, she will doggedly seek out why that is.
And we also have Iondis. Say hello.
Hello, I play Moira. I am a half-elf sorcerer, and I just love storms and stuff, and I like to not talk about my past quite yet, because I still don't trust people, but I'm floating in nothingness.
And we also have Spider. Say hello.
Hi, my name is SpiderHearts. I play Shinichi, who is a half-elf bard who believes it is his destiny to be the greatest rock star in all of the land.
And last but not least, we also have Sunbear. Say hello.
So, Sunbear here. I am playing DRACO, the Warforged Armorer Artificer, whose sole goal is, well, I say sole, one of his main goals is to prove his superiority over all forms of draconic foes, and his other one is to protect the population of the continent. He's currently going through a lot, having just almost died, and just trying to get through that at the moment.
Now, should let you know that all of these wonderful friends that we have tonight are members of the Unorthoblocks Minecraft SMP. So, link for that will be in the description on YouTube and on the podcast. But for session recaps and links to everybody, you can head on over to amightybeard.com. Sunbear. You went through a lot. I feel like we should pick up with you.
Flores, would you like our rolls first?
Oh yeah. Let me do my fancy thing. There you go. All right.
That.
So yes, we are starting the session off with a D6 roll, and it's a bit of a fate die. It is to determine how nice of a day today will be, and 2 through 5 is just normal day, normal happenings. 6 is a 6 means that things could be in your favor. You could gain some more information without expending a roll, or hidden cache of health potions, that sort of thing. Ones are the opposite, and that means worst case scenario is likely to happen. We have a 6 tonight. Congratulations. Hopefully today will
lucky
be very
bard.
good for you guys.
Yeah, lucky bard, for real.
All right. So, Draco.
Yes.
You have dealt with some things, and you are about 10 days ago, you almost died in a bit of a battle. Maybe caused by greed or curiosity. Who knows? At the end of the day, yeah, you almost died. And rock crystal monsters definitely hurtful. So, but like I said, you've had about 10 days in Sydund to do whatever it is you would like to do. So, what is it that you would have done?
During this time, Draco would have spent maybe a few days aiding the people with further fortifying their defenses, while, just fixing up the gate and everything, making everything better. Like 3 days, maybe 4, doing that while he tried to come to terms with what happened. He got done with giving Bertram his many herbs that he and Svamp so kindly brought him. Maybe not the best herbs, but they were herbs. And after that, he kind of parted ways from the group for a moment. If any of them had probably paid attention, they'd have probably noticed him kind of giving more just one-word answers, just like yes, no, and maybe hear kind of a sneer or a snort of frustration come out during the first day. And what happened was he would go into his newly acquired room that the Adventurers Guild was so kind to provide him, that had some tools and things. And I don't know if at this point they would have finished the forge he asked for.
Okay. No. The short answer is no. However, it is on its way. It is in the process of being constructed. They've got a little backroom area in the Adventurers Guild that was being used for storage, but they've moved some stuff around, and they are setting you up there. But it's going to take a few more days before the forge is complete.
Okay.
But they did work out a deal. There is a smith in town, in the market district, that isn't currently selling anything yet, but is in the process of starting to craft things. Does make some tools and a forge available to you.
Okay. So, during the first night, the first night back from Storm Island, Draco kind of veers off from the group and goes to this back room that he's been provided with. He more or less sits there and thinks on and examines the actions of what occurred and why. Just going through, like you would expect some kind of robot too, thinking over all of the actions, possibilities, just contemplating over how to fix things or how to do better. What he goes through is he is just very upset. You would probably hear him through the door or something muttering to himself unconsciously in a very monotone, robotic way. Probably something along the lines of, this action was just unreasonable. Why did he go out of his way to get this shiny stone? Why did it draw him to it? Why did he go against protocol and reason and just avert his attention from the mission for this one singular piece of quartz just found on the floor? If you were listening in or someone heard in, they might hear something break, something inexpensive or something just break every now and then, just like he picked it up and was far too strong with it, abnormal for one who has robotic control. They would just see him break these things without meaning to it, and he's just sitting there like, why am I breaking these things now? What is going on? What is reason for this?
His poor brain.
It's just trying to figure out everything that's going on and why he feels the way he does, not fully understanding what emotions are, since he's only been alive for less than a week. He's coming to terms with near death, just trying to figure out where to go from here. So as he's sitting here looking through his actions, unaware of why these things are happening or anything, I guess he'd like to go out to the blacksmith and see what he can do there, try to get his mind off of the situation and try to focus on something more productive.
Very well. Let me go ahead and take a look at character sheet. Go ahead and roll me just a straight intelligence check.
$23.
Wow.
That is a nat 20 plus 3.
First crit of the night. Wonderful.
How is everyone lucky so far?
Very smart robot. Very smart, melodramatic robot.
Melodramatic? Accurate.
Love it.
So it's trying to figure out how I want to word this. I mean, here's the thing with you, Draco. I mean, you are in a lot of ways a newborn, right? So
yes.
You've only been in existence. Your computer, your mind was turned on less than 10 days ago, kind of scenario ish. But your mind is very, very smart. So there's a few things that are toying with you right now. It's trying to understand how the world works, right? But also trying to understand these emotions, because the emotional part is counter your intelligence. It's counter your logic. So to have those competing feelings or vibes in your head is definitely distracting. It's definitely a bit of a struggle, but you get the sense as you're working with the blacksmith, and doing some repairs on yourself, also helping the blacksmith start to prepare orders and whatnot. you just come to the realization that like your logic was correct. Your curiosity needs to be it needs to be satiated, right? You need to explore and do things, and though it doesn't make sense, you know, right away, like the logic there doesn't necessarily matter. I mean, at the end of the day, that quartz, like, there was a functional reason why you would want to pick it up. It was the timing that maybe was inappropriate. That it caused a distraction. It interrupted, and it interrupted what you were there for. So I think you definitely have picked up on the concept that, you know, there's a time and place for everything, right? There's a time and place to do your job, and there's a time and place that there's some flexibility that you can explore these things, both the world as well as, you know, your internal feelings, right? But go ahead and add 30 gold to your inventory.
Right.
So getting stuff worked on, as well as lending a hand with the smith, who is in the process of just setting up and starting to prep orders and take orders for that matter. But yeah, he's gonna pay you 30 gold for the 10 for the 6-7-ish days that you were there helping out, assisting.
Okay. So, helping the blacksmith, I guess that my next question would be, I'd probably return back, and after focusing in on all these things, knowing that there's a time and a place for things, and thinking over what I could have done over the course of that entire little mini adventure that we could have done differently, I feel like Draco would have most definitely thought more information would have been amazing to have. It would have been a perfect thing to have, to be able to send something into the cave further, to be able to scope out and just figure out what's going on, so that the rest of us didn't have to worry about it putting ourselves in danger. So my idea is the next thing Draco would do is he would go out throughout Sydund in the marketplace and search for a jeweler. Someone who would have decently large gemstones. And what he would do is he would purchase one that is worth exactly 100 gold. If he could find it. Is this allowed?
Well, I'm thinking. Give me a second. Okay. Presently, I would say you're aware that there are jewelers in town, but none with stock.
Okay.
So again, Sydund is just starting out, and the thing about the jewelers is that they haven't determined whether or not they're going to start selling stuff yet, like a shop, like
yes,
crafting things, or if they're just there for research. So yeah, I would say walking through the market, A, you would not see any, but B, just talking with some people, talking with the Adventurers Guild specifically as well, you would know that the Records Guild does have some members of the Jewelers Association, but that they're there right now just to inspect anything that comes through. But as things progress, it's definitely possible. And if there is something specifically that you're looking for, they can put the word out and try to locate it for you. So does it matter what kind of gem you're looking for?
Honestly, besides color, not really. I just need a gem generally as spherical as possible. Doesn't have to be anything specific, but I would prefer sapphire. But that's it. That's all I need. Just one worth 100 gold that is made of sapphire is preferable, but it's not a limiting factor.
Okay. Very good.
But using the last of Draco's time off would be basically to reinforce the gate and everything else and just contemplate over everything he's learned into a more proactive way of life, I guess is the best way of putting it. Just and more focused on the mission thing before going out and having fun and doing curious things.
Yeah. Okay. I think the main thing you would find out is that while you're in town, no attacks have happened. This is the first time that a 10-day has passed without an attack.
Okay.
So they've been able to, with your assistance, they were able to refortify everything, and they started to place a few more people out and about. At least, just watching, right?
Yes.
But yeah, you get the sense that they're in like a weird limbo state where there hasn't been an attack. So now that more people are starting to head out of town, like the caravans of archaeologists that are heading to the camp up north, it definitely has them a bit worried that the activity has shifted. They might not be after the town, they might just be after people in general. And the camp isn't necessarily well fortified.
Okay.
Now, you would be aware on your last day that the party, your allies, in particular, were heading out to figure stuff out. But this is so where we're picking up is basically the morning of. So it's like starting to get around noontime. You know that your allies have headed out.
Okay.
Based on everything that we have talked about so far, how does that make you feel that you're that they're out on a mission and you're here?
Again, it's causing a conflict because the part of me that's very robotic, very computer, is very much understood. I was currently indisposed. I was not mission ready. It makes no sense for me to go out. They should go ahead and do that. But at the same time, the more childish, emotional part of me is sad, a bit frustrated actually. Draco's very just like, why did they leave me? Did they say anything? Like, was there any message left for Draco, or did they just go? Because
yeah, no message. I think you would be aware, or at least could ask the right people to find out that they left in the morning. It was assumed that they were either going to arrive at the camp or head back into town by this evening.
So
if they found the survivors, they would return tonight with those survivors.
So, regardless of that, they left without really leaving any message or anything for Draco. So Draco would probably be pretty upset, even if he understood it was logical. He would probably go back to his room basically and sit there and he would just kind of sit there and do nothing. He would just sit in the middle of the room because there was nothing else he could do at the moment. He would just go into like a powered off mode, into his sentry stance, and await either the time his long rest is
how long
finished.
were we in the desert? I'm curious.
We had a week.
So you all had 10 days of downtime. You left this morning. So
Okay, got
it
it.
was afternoon that you used the teleportation stone.
Got it.
So it's been like 10 hours.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, it has been 4
minutes.
hours, maybe 5 hours.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry. It's been 5 hours for Svamp. Okay.
The poor
Draco,
puppy.
just to clarify, this sounds all internal as far as how you're expressing these feelings. It's all internal. You're not saying anything to anyone or interacting with anyone expressing this verbally, correct?
If anything is external, it's probably more in the motion of my body, like maybe a droopy tail, my head's not held as high, and I just kind of seem sad, if that's the easiest way to explain it. Like, I just don't seem like I'm happy, if emotions can be portrayed right. But just like droopy tail, head's not quite as much. I'm kind of walking at a slower pace than normal, just kind of dragging along.
Okay. But after the morning, you walk out knowing that today is possible mission day, and you find out that your party has already left. That's when you return back to your room and stay there.
Yeah.
Okay. Very well. Well, then we'll pick up with Svamp. Svamp, you are bright light flashes as you use this teleportation stone that you were given.
Okay, right.
And it kind of fills up the room, fills up your eyes. All you see is white and light blue. And then it fades away, and you find yourself in the lighthouse alongside a camel.
Wait a second.
But Moira and Shinichi are not there.
Where are we? Camel? Where are we?
Camel.
It
Looking
talked to
around-
me last time, if you recall.
It's just funny.
Yeah. Looking
don't
around,
know its
there are
name.
some windows. It looks like you're in some kind of structure. But the camel does respond. I think we're
Alright.
in room.
Helpful.
What happened?
I used the stone. Okay, I sprint out the door because I assume there's a door.
Yeah, you look around. There's some windows. You can see to the outside. There are some familiar sights. Looks like some kind of town. But there is a door. You sprint out the door, and yeah, you will find yourself at the steps of the lighthouse in Sydund.
Okay, I get used to the sunlight because hello light, and I spin around like my head is on a swivel, and I'm looking for Moira and Spider, or Moira and Shinichi. Sorry, where? What? Moira, Shinichi! Ah! I run back into the lighthouse. Moira! Shinichi! Now that hello? I look at the stone that I used. I assume that I just nothing, and nothing's coming to my brain, and I'm just confused. Yes.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like looking around, you're not seeing your friends for sure.
Maybe I passed out. Maybe they're already at the guild. Maybe furbolgs don't do well. Camel, I'm going to the guild. Just come with or stay here, or I don't know, do camel things. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
I sprint as fast as I can to well actually I guess the captain would the captain be in the guild house, or would the captain be in the this thing?
The gatehouse.
The gatehouse.
The gatehouse is where you last left with the captain. You would be aware that the captain does go to the actual guild hall at night or for meetings, or if necessary. But normally she's in the gatehouse.
All right, I sprint as fast as I can through town to the gatehouse.
Okay. So you got some normal sights. Some people are just kind of milling about. There really isn't a whole lot of activity. The doors are open, allowing travel through, no issue, like normal. But as far as the captain, her office is just off to the right in that one room. But yeah, you sprint in, and the captain is seated at her desk.
I skid to a stop in front of her desk. Captain!
Calm down. What is the issue?
Are we under attack? Are they undead? Are they here? Are they? You're really calm.
No. Well, I thought you went out.
Yeah. We're not under attack. Okay.
No, the gates have been pretty clear of undead for. Well, really, we're setting a record. It's been 10 days since an attack.
Okay. Hold that thought. And then I would like to take a really deep breath and sprint up to the top of the tower to get a really good view of outside into the desert.
Okay. Sand for days.
Do I see any movement out and about?
No, actually. Roll a perception.
Okay.
Gotta love when they say roll a perception. You're like, oh.
I can perceive.
Maybe.
I cannot perceive.
As you get up there,
That was a nat 1.
I'm too stressed. I'm too stressed to perceive.
Yeah.
I was running.
You got
The
some
blood
sand in your
flow is
eyes.
weird.
The luck
Candle
was up
on your
here.
brain.
The luck was
I'm out
up
of
here,
breath.
and it went shoo.
I'm too stressed and I'm out of breath. It's bad.
So as you get up there, you didn't necessarily notice it much in town, but there is a bit of a wind, and yes, there is sand for days all around that you can see, but also in your eyes because it is there's an active sandstorm, which you were aware of.
Right. I did know that once. Okay.
I mean, it could be the same one as long as you didn't lose time, but you
You're
don't.
killing me, Smalls.
You don't really know. I mean, some things have happened here. Party's not here.
Yeah.
There's no one dead attacks in 10 days. It could be the same sandstorm, could be a different one. Who knows? But yes,
Okay.
sand blows in your face and it just causes you to have to shield your eyes. But yeah, you're not really seeing much out and about.
Okay. I kind of blink really hard and I shake my head and I shake myself out of it and breathe for a second. Okay. We're not under attack. But Moira and Shinichi aren't here. Okay. And I slow down. I'm not sprinting anymore, but I still briskly go down to the captain's office.
Well, as you're walking down the steps, or a ladder, actually, it'd probably be a ladder that you climb down. She's at the base of the ladder.
Okay.
What is the issue? I'm not understanding. Where is the rest of your party?
I don't know.
Did you use the stone? Is that how you got back?
Yes, I used the stone because I thought Sydund was under attack. And they were with me when I used the stone. I was touching them. And I ended up in the lighthouse. The camel that we had with us it was with me. Only 2 of us made it back instead of all 4, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Do you know why? I don't understand this magic. This is not my kind of magic.
First of all, relax. We'll figure this out. Here, come to my office. And she escorts you to the office and closes the door behind you. Pulls out a chair and has you sit down. Pours you a glass of water. Please. Let's start from the beginning. You headed out this morning, yes?
Yeah. So we started heading towards the encampment. And I got this weird feeling to go towards this dune off to the side. And we started heading that way, and there was this camel hitched to a post out there, and I could hear it in my head. It was talking to me. And I thought it was a druid thing, but I'm not sure anymore. But he pointed to a plume of smoke. He said his owners were that way. And that his owners were the 2 people that were missing. And we went towards the plume of smoke, and there were these burial mounds out there. And there was this thing inside one of the burial mounds. There was like 10 or so burial mounds or something. And there was this thing, and he had spikes on his back. And he was putting corpses on the spikes on his back. It was terrifying. It was terrifying. It was like a man, but with a crab shell. But it was like DRACO. You know, it was like DRACO, but it wasn't.
I'm sorry. It was picking up the bodies and doing what?
He was impaling the bodies on the spikes that were protruding from its back. I just kind of stare at the captain, like, you getting this? It was terrifying.
And doing what with them? Just holding them?
It was, I don't know. It was just on the spikes on it. It was impaled. He was Vlad the Impaler. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Makes sense.
I don't know who you're referencing, but
I know. Sorry.
So was just collecting bodies.
Yes, yeah, and then you know how the stone you gave me, and I hold it out, it glows blue when you go somewhere.
Yes.
It walked into a circle on the ground with runes on it, and then it glowed blue, and it was gone.
So
that's why I thought
it had the two bodies on it.
More than two.
So it had bodies on it, and it teleported away.
Yes. But there was more than that. Was just the one guy in the one burial mound. There were more. There were like 10 burial mounds. It's why I thought Sydund was under attack. That's why I came back. Is I thought it was teleporting to Sydund with all of the bodies, and it was gonna make them undead. That's why I thought we were under attack. That's why I came back.
Quick clarification. It was upwards of 50, not 10. There was a lot. There was a lot of them out there.
Oh. Well, shoot. I'm impressed.
Yeah. But she leans back in her chair and kind of scratches her head. So these burial mounds, one you were in, what all was in there?
There was a room to the left and a room to the right, and in each room there were coffins, and they were all empty, and I think all of the corpses that should have been in the coffins were on this thing's back, on the spikes. I think.
Did you pick up anything while you were there? Besides the camel?
No, just the camel. But the camel is in the lighthouse, I think, if you want to talk to it.
No, I feel like I'm having difficulty following this conversation, let alone one with a camel. But, well, unfortunately, if you didn't pick up anything, did you examine the teleportation circle? Did you grab the sigils around it as far as sketching them out?
I could try to recall them for you. I could try to draw them for you, maybe.
We need exact.
Oh.
Unfortunately, we need exact because that's the way the teleportation circles work, at least the ones I'm aware of. There is a group of symbols that around it, and with that, you have the ability to teleport back to it. Without it, and without anything, you're gonna have to walk back. That is, if you feel like that is where Moira and Shinichi are.
I don't know. I don't know if that's where they are. I was touching them when I teleported back. They should be here.
I imagine just timing based when you have arrived here. The storm is beginning. Question for you is how soon between the teleportation of this Warforged that you describe and your own, And how close were you?
Immediate. As soon as they teleported, we did. We didn't want to waste any time, and because we didn't know where their spot was. We didn't know how close they would arrive to Sydund.
Possible there was some interference. I don't claim to have full knowledge of this, something that was provided to us from the Records Guild. But my theory is that it's just some kind of interference. Magic doesn't always work the way you expect it to sometimes. And if you were that close in proximity, as well as time, possible they got teleported somewhere else. Possible they got teleported wherever it went to. But these mounds, it definitely would be within our interest, especially if there is some kind of creature out there that is collecting bodies. It could explain where the undead is coming from, if they are being collected. Doesn't explain the purpose, though.
No.
But I think it would be of interest of everyone to head back to the mounds. See what else is there. There's upwards of 50, then there might be more to find. I'm sure the Records Guild would want knowledge of this. Send a team of archaeologists, but not if there's undead there. It'll need to be cleared out.
Right. Well, I would at least want to wait until tomorrow in case they attack today or tonight, though.
I don't think you have much of a choice. Storm would most likely last a few hours. Head back to where you were. You'd be traveling at night. Unfortunately, without bringing anything related to it, wouldn't be able to teleport you there. So I would say rest, and we'll pick up in the morning with a fresh mind.
Yeah.
But keep a hold of that stone. It should continue to work. It at least worked for you. But I would suggest doing something with that camel. We don't need a camel loose around here. I know there is a dealer who has been selling camels. You could take it there.
I'll talk to it first, though. Some stuff to think about. I'll be around. I'll probably be sticking kind of close to the wall in case something does happen tonight. Be alert, okay?
Well, get indoors if you can. The walls will protect us some, but depends on how strong the storm is.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go check on Camel.
Alright, go ahead and roll another perception.
Yeah. That's better.
Yeah, you're finally blinking out that sand a little bit.
Yeah, well, my blood pressure's gone down a bit. Hey.
As you're walking back into town from the gatehouse, the oncoming storm. You would know that. Well, first of all, just verifying time. Sun in the sky does seem to match where it generally was when you left. So it doesn't seem like you lost any time during your teleportation. But with the oncoming storm and no one knowledgeable enough in meteorology to be able to figure out how strong the storm is going to be, you see most of the shops are either closed or in the process of closing. But you make it back to the lighthouse, and the camel is standing in the doorway. Seems to be eyeing some cactus. You walk up.
Hey, bud.
Hey.
So I guess we're not immediately under attack, which is good. I don't know where Moira and Shinichi are, which is bad. And you're not a normal camel, right?
As far as I know, I am just a camel. The other two seemed nice.
I'm just a camel.
Not camels. Nice. Seem worried.
Yeah. I don't like not knowing where my party members are. I don't like not knowing if we're going to be under attack soon. I like knowing what I know, and I don't like not knowing the things that I currently don't know. That doesn't make sense. Yes, I'm worried.
Can we move from this thing that I'm in?
The lighthouse.
I am hungry.
Yeah.
There's food over there.
Yeah, let's go, bud. Just know that I'm not a huge fan of being out in the sandstorm, so. Is there stables attached to the guild hall?
No. But I would say as you exit the lighthouse, you see a small pen just over here. Got 3 camels in it.
Let's do you get along well with other camels?
Sure. But I have owners, or I did.
I don't think you do anymore, bud.
Well, I know that when I was taken out of the pen, I'm not to go back. Maybe, you don't have a camel. Could you use a camel?
Free camel?
You helped me. I would like to help you.
I could probably keep a camel while I'm in Sydund, but I don't plan on staying in Sydund forever. I'm a furbolg.
I don't know what Sydund is, but I was not here before.
You were.
Well,
You're not.
I was not here this morning.
Where are you from?
I was here yesterday,
Okay.
but
Where is your home?
oh, I don't know. Not here. We were gathered, brought here. Same, and he starts to like hit the ground. Same ground, but
well,
not
yeah,
here.
you're a desert camel. Yeah. Okay, so you were a wild camel that was gathered. Okay.
And as you're processing this, it is eating cactus.
That's
Good.
great.
Good. So the town that you're in presently is called Sydund. So if I talk about Sydund, that's here. I'm not from here. I'm part of an adventurers guild, which means I go from place to place and do tasks that the normal person is not equipped to do. They tend to involve fighting and bashing things upside the head and going into dark, scary places and collecting things and escorting stuff, and it's the whole thing. I'm not a desert person. I'm a mountain hill folk. You would not like where I'm from. You would not do well. Your cloven hooves are not made for mountain. I'm sorry. I could keep you as a companion while I am desert dwelling, but that is a temporary lifestyle. I will not always be a desert dweller.
You want me as a companion?
Oh, I don't like calling animals pets. I'm a druid. That feels wrong. I don't know if that makes sense. Do you know what a druid is?
No, people like to ride my back. Do you want to ride my back?
How big is this camel?
Normal size camel.
I'm large. I don't think this camel wants me to ride him.
Looking at the camel, there's definitely room. It seems strong. It seems like a strong camel. It was carrying 2 people, theoretically.
Okay.
Yeah, depending. I mean, you didn't see it carrying 2 people, but maybe an assumption.
So I think if I were to use you, it would probably be to carry stuff or to carry my companions who are currently missing. But let me explain something to you, since you don't know what a druid is. And just for shits and giggles, this might backfire. I'm gonna go ahead and real quick turn into a camel.
Okay, where are you at? Like, are you staying generally? So
see, we're just outside the lighthouse chewing on cactus, right?
Lighthouse, you guys probably would have moved like over here so it could eat. You know the pens are over there. But I would say because of the weather, there probably wouldn't be many people walking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So you turn yourself into a camel. And it looks at you and then reaches down to begin to eat again and then pauses, like looks forward and then back to you. What?
What?
So can I talk to it while I'm in camel form? I guess
we'll find
More
out.
camels, the merrier.
Okay. See, I can take the format of a beast, so having a beast companion is not particularly helpful. Like, shortly before we found you, I was in the shape of a giant horse, so my friends could ride me into the desert. You know?
You look different.
Oh, I forgot. I'm a druid. It's a ability I have as a druid.
You look like a camel, like me.
Yes. I turned into a camel. I can turn into a lot of different animals. I can turn into a giant spider or a hyena.
I like this. Continue.
Continue being a camel? Or just continue being a druid in general?
Camel. And it lowers its head again and grabs some more brush.
Well, I'm not gonna be a camel forever. I just wanted to prove a point that I don't particularly need to own a camel when I can be a camel. I don't think we're getting very far here, bud.
I don't know much about horses, but I hear camels are better in sand.
That's a fair point. I should have thought of that earlier, and I did not. I'll keep that in mind for next time.
So, when you go outside of walls, you will be camel.
Probably sometimes.
But you'll.
No.
I'll go with you.
Are you lonely? Is that the problem?
So,
I think it's just a camel.
Roll me an insight.
I think it's just a camel.
It's over here silently cackling.
You, okay. This is counter how you, live your life, right? But you're aware that, well, and also, illustrated it. When, you turned into a horse to help your friends, traverse the sand. But there are, animals that are, put into a life of, being beasts of burden. So, you get no sense that it necessarily wants to go back home, but it seems to be used to the concept of it traveling with people. And it has gained some kind of appreciation for you, or at least comfortability with you. So it wanting to go out with you in platonic terms. I mean, you're a camel, though, so it's different. It's different.
Whoa.
But yeah, it wanting to travel with you is not necessarily completely absurd, based on what it's used to.
Gotcha. Okay, camel. I'll make you a deal. You will be my traveling camel when I leave Sydund to venture out into the desert. Whenever I do so, while I am in the desert for Adventuring Guild purposes. And when it comes time for me to move on and do other adventuring, I will find you someone else who requires a camel to go out and do similar things. And we will find you a very good owner at that time. But for now, you will remain my beast of burden. Is that acceptable for the time being?
As you're doing this again, it is in the process of eating a cactus. There are definitely whatever cactus thorn. It's not a thorn. What is it? What are those called?
Aloe or a yucca or a...
No, the spikes. The spikes on the cactus. What are those called?
Cactus.
Oh, just thorns. Yeah, cactus.
Thorns? Okay.
Thorns.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of like pressing into its lip, and then it brings its tongue to kind of overlap it and bring it into its mouth, and takes a good swallow, looks back at you, and kind of lowers its head briefly, just kind of nods at you. Okay. You are my owner now.
Cool.
It's adopted her.
Yep.
Isn't it supposed to be the other way around?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Have you
Camel has
have you
claims.
ever been adopted by a dog? I have.
It happens.
When do we leave?
Probably tomorrow, I think. Probably tomorrow morning. Oh, I'm gonna have to
That's a
introduce
long
you to
time.
Draco.
A lot can happen in a day.
Yeah,
That's scary foreshadowing.
yeah.
So scary.
But I need rest. I need rest. I need to talk to a different companion of mine. I need a nap. Let's see. I'm gonna for the afternoon and evening, I'm gonna put you with these other camels. And I'm gonna make a thing that lets them know that you belong to me, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I walk with the camel over to the pen with the other camels and make sure that there's
there's a guy out there that's making sure they've got enough food.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I
and the
was
wind
gonna-
is starting to pick up, especially as you get further away from the wall towards the center
Okay.
of town. You're starting to feel that wind, starting to feel that sand hit your face. But you
Yeah.
see, he's kind of got like he's got a bit of a hat that kind of covers the back of his head, the front of his head.
Yeah, he sees two camels approach him and then one camel turn into a full furbolg before asking him, "Hey, can I store my camel here for the afternoon, for the evening? Overnight? I'll pay you money. I have gold."
Okay, so to clarify, you shape-shifted in front of him.
Yeah. Two camels
So
approach, one camel turns into furbolg.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to clarify. So as you walked up, you saw his eyes like kind of went wide, and he started to like raise his hand. It looks like he was about to yell something, but then you shifted into your furbolg form, and his head kind of tilts and looks at you. And as you speak to him, it seems like he's hearing it, but he's just kind of like in a bit of a daze. Yeah,
hi.
could. I guess.
How much to put my camel up for the night?
So we discussed this. A session you weren't a part of, but it was the concept of symbolism. Being a member of the Adventurers Guild, it's likely that you would probably wear something signify that you remember, not just carrying your weapons and whatnot, but yeah, something. Badge, not a badge, but like maybe a ribbon, maybe a collar or something. Would you display something like that? And where and how?
Sure. Yeah. A sash or something. Yeah.
All right. So with something noticeable. After processing the fact that you just shapeshifted. Adventurer Guild members free to stable any animal as they see fit here. No charge. Adventurers Guild covers it.
Oh, awesome. Before I shifted, which I'm sorry, I think I shocked you a little bit. I'm sorry, I forget. I grew up around druids and I forget people don't know what we are. You seemed like you maybe recognized this camel. Do you know him?
I saw 2 camels outside of the pen.
Oh, you were gonna say that we escaped. Got it.
I can't say that I know the camels apart unless they're wearing something or have some kind of marking that's unique. But all camels kind of look the same to me.
Oh. I kind of lean to the side and look at the camels that are in the pen, and to me they look all very different. Interesting. Okay. In that case, I take off, because I have like sashes and not scarves, but like just weird intricate little bits of fabric that kind of drape over me, little draperies. I take off one of my purple draperies and put it over my camel so that it does not get lost. This one is mine.
Very well. We'll I'll keep good care of it. When do you plan on picking it up?
Probably tomorrow morning, either early or mid-morning, I think.
I'll see you then.
All right, thank you. Okay, and then I start walking towards the guild hall for food and bed and DRACO.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you head back towards the guild hall. And again, most of the places have kind of closed, but as you enter in, things are kind of busy. People got to take shelter.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to drink and eat. Safety is probably everyone's priority. Looking around, you do not see a Warforged. You do not see DRACO. DRACO, real quick, as you said that you were going back to your room to power down. We didn't really set up a room for you, because last time you were kind of in the hall.
Well, I was talking about that back room that you said they were preparing or whatever, that they set aside and cleared out.
You just go in there. Okay.
Yeah, just go in there, back turned to the door, just powered down.
What I know about this room?
Asking around, knowing that you don't see DRACO anywhere. Yeah, they would let you know where he could be found, at least where he might be. And so you got to kind of walk through some halls, and but there's like this back storage room. It's like from the outside, it looks like a broom closet type look at the end of the hallway. As you go in, it's I would say the lights are off. The light coming from the hallway, though, you can definitely see it's a larger room, maybe like 20 by 20. And
Oh, wow.
DRACO is sitting there in the center. There's a few things. There's like a forge that looks like it's in the process of being built. But yeah, DRACO is just kind of there. Doesn't seem like he's active.
I just kind of lean on him really heavily and then like raise one hand up and like use my knuckles to rap on his metal head. Just tink 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 tink. DRACO. It's not good.
DRACO just kind of wakes up. Svamp sees him, kind of boot up, his eyes flutter on and
like
get the little
on
light.
you.
Yeah. But you see me get up. You see my head kind of pick up a bit, and my eyes open, and the little blue glow comes out of them. And I kind of just turn my head a little bit to look at you over my shoulder and go, Ally Svamp? And for a second there, you'll notice, if you look into my eyes, I get really happy. And then they just kind of, in the same instance, just go back down to not sad, melancholy. Just like, you've returned.
Yeah. But I need your help. We gotta go back out in the desert, and Moira and Shinichi are missing.
Are you still leaning on my back?
Yes.
I buck you off.
No!
I buck you off and turn towards the door away from you.
What? Hey.
And be like, so Ally Svamp requires my help now?
Yes. What do you want about?
You require my assistance now. Couldn't even bring full group.
I told you they're missing. I don't know where they are. I can't bring them if I don't know where they are. I need you to help me find them.
I just start walking out the door towards the outside.
Listen here, you bucket of bolts. I will walk away from me. I'll quarterstaff your metal butt. Hey!
You have no right to threaten me.
Excuse me? You're not gonna help me find the rest of the party? And you're telling me I don't have the right to threaten you about it? They're missing!
Incorrect.
I teleported back to Sydund and they didn't teleport back with me.
Your
I don't know where
statement
they
is
are.
incorrect. I never said I would not aid you in your mission. I am just being proactive about it and going.
Where are you going?
Elsewhere.
Yeah, where?
Wherever you aren't.
What's your problem?
I just round on her. Just turn around real fast. Get all up in Swamp's face, even though I'm technically bigger than her.
Uh-huh.
Just get right up close to you where you can see my eyes. And and I just growl and snarl real quick. What is wrong, ally Svamp, is that I have been mission ready for days, and you all left without so much as a notice as to what you were doing. I was not informed as to where you were. For all I know, you all had just upped and left. I was promised when I was awoken that we would be partners, that we would go on adventures together, aiding the citizens. We would be a team. And then I awaken early this morning to find that my supposed team had abandoned me and left me here.
Okay, so I'm having a lapse in memory because it's been a hot minute. What was the reasoning for us not going to go get DRACO last session? Other than, was it that we literally just forgot?
No, are we talking in
He
character or
wasn't
out of
there.
character?
Out of character, he
Out of
wasn't there.
character. Out of character. Sorry.
Out of character, he wasn't here for the session. In
Yeah,
character,
out of character, I
it's-
couldn't be here.
yeah. In character,
I know that.
He needed downtime to rest and rebuild some of his shell-ish.
Yeah,
He was beat, bloody.
but by the time they
Oily.
left, I was fully repaired. We've discussed this at the beginning.
Yeah.
But I
Could've-
assume the rest of the party just didn't know that.
It could have been a miscommunication from your point of view.
I thought you were still beat up like a tin can and couldn't come with.
And a lot of you couldn't think to come and ask me?
If I'm comatose, don't ask me if I can come with. If I have broken bones, let me sleep about it. No, I didn't think to come ask. I thought you needed your rest.
Well, I Svamp. I am a Warforged. I have a mission. I am to go on that mission regardless of my personal health and safety. If I am required, I am required.
You can't accomplish your personal mission if you're dead and in a scrapyard. Are there scrapyards in world? I don't know.
Probably. I've completely lost my train of thought for a second. Anyway. My life is not as important as the citizens of Sydund and the further citizens of the continent. I am a Warforged. I have a purpose. That purpose is to protect and serve.
At this point, I just bonk him with my on the forehead lightly with my quarterstaff. Just bonk. Like, one mission is not gonna save the entirety of the continent because you missed it.
But it could have saved you or them. If I
Listen.
had gone, I might have been able to recognize something in the room that you didn't.
Or you
Or-
might also be missing, and then what? Listen, you can sit here and argue with me for the next 4 hours, or we can prepare to go find them tomorrow. What is a more efficient use of your time, robot? Figure it out.
You call my programming into question.
Oh
Yeah, I sure am. With my mushroom-loving ass.
To get back for that little rap on the head, I just smack her with my tail and knock her down.
Oh,
All right, fine. I'm gonna go hang out with a camel that can talk to me.
Oh no! Oh no!
Holy crap.
That escalated quickly.
So you've already
up.
replaced me then.
Oh my god.
I did not replace you with a camel. camels can't do thunderclap or whatever as I stand up and brush off my backside. This is such a waste of time and I'm so tired. I saw a thing put corpses on its back spikes today. I don't want to argue with you because your feelings are hurt. Moira and Shinichi are missing and you're this is pointless. I realize you were born like 3 weeks ago, but I need you to grow up a little bit faster, my friend. This is I need to go get a sandwich or something. I'm losing it.
Hell. What?
So you're leaving?
You can come with if you want.
So I'm assuming you're going to the front room then.
Yeah, I need a food.
Okay. Well, as Draco watches you leave, he's sitting there just watching you go, but he starts to come down and become less agitated and angry. He's not snarling anymore. He doesn't huff or anything like you would expect someone who's angry to. He calms down, takes a breath, and realizes he was wrong for that.
He's growing up. Look at him.
He just takes a second to process everything, that sudden swirl and surge of emotion that he had, that he doesn't understand where it came from. Just, he couldn't fathom why it happened, but he recognizes that he was wrong. So he follows you out to the room.
Is there a table to sit at, or is it too crowded?
So, you have some options. You can go out where the crowd is. There is a, not necessarily private per se area, but there is a secondary area that is just for the Adventurers Guild. So usually you guys could just go out and about, but when it gets busy like this, they do open up that second bar, basically. So,
Okay.
and it's members only can go.
Let's go to the guild only spot. Probably get better foodstuffs there anyways. And then I can eat my sandwich and explain everything that happened to Draco.
He's just sitting across from her, looking down, kind of upset with himself now over how he acted and everything. He just looks up at Svamp. He goes, "I am sorry. I do not know where that came from."
I do. So you're going through this thing called adolescence. Don't worry about it. Just, take a minute and breathe. Do you breathe? Never mind. Take a minute, think for a second, and then you gotta move on from it. Otherwise, you're just gonna sit and stew and sulk forever, and we don't have the time. Can I call for a sandwich? Oh, sandwich. Require a sandwich.
Yeah. There's a bartender. There isn't anyone else in here besides the bartender. But you raise your hand for a sandwich. He sees you and nods and heads to off stage left, which you would assume would be the kitchen.
And then I start just kind of step by step what happened, where we went, what I saw, what my various levels of panic throughout the day and where we're at now and what the plan is. Just kind of break it down for Draco so he knows what's going on.
Okay. So after I've heard all the plan and everything, I get up from where I'm sitting across from her, and I walk around the table, and I do that thing the dogs do where they just put their head gently against your leg or something. And I'm just like, again, friend Svamp, I am sorry.
It's okay, bud. Ugh. Once we get Moira and Shinichi back, we'll figure it out. We won't, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I understand you said I was going through this thing called adolescence, but I felt so sad to learn that you had all left without me, without even informing me that you had been gone.
Well, hopefully that won't happen again anytime soon, because hopefully you won't be so badly damaged ever again. But if it ever does happen again, we will be sure to leave you a message. I will make sure that it is known that we need to not do that to you, because it's something that hurts your feelings.
I appreciate that. And Draco just kind of lays down next to her with his head on her lap while she eats.
Okay. Very cute.
And we just sit in silence while she eats.
Yeah, it takes about 15 minutes, but some food gets delivered, a drink as well.
I would assume it would take me 30 minutes to an hour to explain all the things.
Yeah, that too. So what is the intention here? Like, how long do you plan on being here, Svamp?
The plan I'm thinking is after eating to maybe check the gatehouse one more time, just out into the desert one more time to make sure nothing's like creeping up on us, and then to take a long rest, and then first thing in the morning get camel and start heading out towards where those mounds were with Draco, and that way I can start this time when we get out there, I can write down those runes, hopefully get more information on where Shinichi and Moira are, start doing the mission, get them back.
Yeah. Well, just to talk about time in general. You got back right around noon, 1 o'clock. I would say conversation with the camel and handling camel going into a pen for a bit. Would probably take about an hour, including your conversation with the captain. So that's a good about 4 o'clock. By the time you're in here talking with Draco, that's probably like a good 2 hours. So it's about like 5 o'clock. I think that would be a good assessment. So, but yes, you look outside as you start to head out to go talk with the captain again, as well as go to the gatehouse in general. The door is shut, and yeah, you can see there is a wind just kind of whipping. You see sand kind of flying by as you start to try and open it. There's pressure on the other side. And you hear someone from the back. I recommend you stay inside for a little bit longer. This storm is rough.
Okay. I guess. I don't guess if anything happens, we would be able to do much about it anyways. Alright. Go ahead and rest for now, then.
So Draco, you head back to your room? Or you stick with Svamp?
I stick with Svamp.
Svamp, you head back to your room. Any objections to Draco tagging along?
Nah. None at all.
And then, yeah, you lay down for a bit of rest. We'll switch to the other two, Moira and Shinichi. Moira and Shinichi, you are standing in the middle of Pumpkin Town. Shinichi is delivering his speech, and Moira, you are levitating him, helping the dramatic effect.
Yes.
And as Shinichi begins to lower a bit, you guys are standing in the center of town as a teleportation circle. Crowd is very, very into the speech. Their new king. And Moira, you would notice that the light begins to rise again. It covers Shinichi. You cannot see Shinichi. And then you cannot see anything else. Bright white light. And as the light fades, you find yourself center of a circular room. Look outside, it is dark out. Windows, but a look around on the ground, there is a teleportation circle there. See a door.
Door. Am I back in the cavern we were with the artificer thingy? Where's Shinichi? Wait.
Shinichi is there. Sorry. If that was not clear.
Okay.
Shinichi and Moira, you're both together.
Like, I can't see Shinichi, and then like last thing I know, Shinichi's just floating, and I'm like, where'd Shinichi go?
I'm in the middle of taking a deep bow, and I'm not even paying attention to anything.
Stop bowing for 10 seconds. Where are we?
What? Wait. Where did my fans go?
I don't know. Where did the other two go?
My adoring fans.
The other people part of your group.
The proudest moment of my life.
I know.
It's only at this point that I start looking around and trying to figure out, trying to be like, wait, where are we?
Yeah, wait, seriously. Are we back where we were when Svamp tried to teleport us back? Is that what happened?
Wait, isn't
that
looks
where different.
It looks different?
Are they in the lighthouse?
I'm gonna go open this door. I'm just gonna like run at the door because I'm so confused.
You open the door and you can see the city lights. It takes you a moment to catch yourself, orientate yourself, but definitely looks like Sydund. This is where you were supposed to end up.
We're back in Sydund?
Wait,
yes?
Really?
I think. Desert, tiny settlement, checks out.
But my moment.
I know. You were just crowned king too.
I know. I've still got the crown on my head too. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Like what? What? I wanted to talk to those guys again. Oh, I didn't want to leave yet. Our new friends and the guys that
they were cool.
Well, I don't even remember their name though. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a wild day.
Yes, I.
You want to get an ale and just make sense of this?
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. And keep your crown on. Maybe we'll get something. I don't know.
Yes, that is a great idea. Hail to the king, baby.
Yeah, I will bow before. Don't worry, I believe. I'm a Shinichi believer. Let's go.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, I guess we're
So-
going to the. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you see that most things are closed up. Again, it's nighttime. It's sky is dark. I mean, there's stars, obviously, but yeah, everything's like super dark and shut. So it's very, very quiet as you walk in. You do notice there's quite a bit more sand on the ground than what you remember this morning. So likely the sandstorm had ripped through. But you walk into the Adventurers Guild. Can I get perception checks from both of you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god, I remembered it this time where it was. Oh. I'm awake today.
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
She is very much still not. She's just like,
Shinichi is very depressed.
what happened
Shinichi
to
is
that?
very depressed from his
That
loss
luck
of his
from
fans.
last time. That luck from last time, Shinichi.
It's
Shinichi
less
is-
depressed and more basking in my own glory, basically.
Yeah, I imagine
so
Shinichi is-
has Sydund perception because that's the same perception Shinichi had the last time they were in the desert. Just
Mhm.
where are we? What's happening? I see sand.
I know.
Yeah,
Check off that on your bingo cards.
Yeah, just how?
I need to make
Look,
that.
the
I have to
sky
make
is
it now.
Sky. Yeah.
I imagine Shinichi is taking off his crown, verifying that it was not damaged by any wind or sand or the teleportation.
It was in fact real.
Just kind of shining it.
Oh, it is real.
Moira.
There's no doubt.
Yeah. Moira, as you look around, there's not that big of a crowd. Maybe a dozen or so people. So kind of like your normal night crowd. But you are noticing that DRACO is nowhere to be seen, and Svamp is nowhere to be seen. And that's where we'll take a break. Let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break. Get
Cool, I gotta
refills,
pee. Break
snacks,
time.
that sort of thing.
Alrighty.
And we'll be right back.
The king has arrived.
Oh Lord.
The king, and I am a full supporter of this king. You have no idea.
Oh, Lord.
You have no
He's gonna
idea.
have such a big ego.
Cliffhanger.
I don't know how I feel
Break
about
time.
this.
Oh no, my kid is crying.
Beard, I took a long rest when maybe I should have taken a short rest. I don't know if we can.
I saw that.
undo-
That's fine. We'll worry about that
Okay.
later.
Okay, cool. Break time.
All right, I'm back.
I've been back just feeding my child. Oh my god. Why are you barking? Stop barking. Yeah, drink your water. Breathe.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm so full of McDonald's now.
Last bite. See, it's all gone.
All
Okay.
right. Hello, everybody in the live chat. Thanks so much for all the messages. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta chew before you can talk, Kennedy. Come on now. You're 2. You should understand that. Ow.
All right, I have returned.
The king!
Hi, welcome.
The king has returned. Insert the gif here from Lord of the Rings.
Just the whole movie.
Yeah.
You probably could tell the whole movie through GIFs alone.
Oh Lord.
Sorcerer or soldier? That's a big difference. Goblin rogue.
So we can go ahead and pick up. Yeah, so you guys head into the Adventurers Guild. Sparse crowd. But looking around, you don't see your party mates. Now, choice is yours on how you want to go about the next hour. So, you know, it's been a long day for you. A lot of weird stuff. Eating, though, probably a priority. A priority. But I don't know what the priority is for you.
Eating.
Probably would be. I'm still in this celebration mood, so I'm thinking like a round on the house kind of deal. I'm that excited.
So yeah, you guys can find a table pretty easily. You get weighted. Shinichi, your muse of sorts, is not here tonight. You're not seeing him. But yeah, you guys are served drinks brought to you. But the waiter that is there says, I don't fully understand, but I believe there is a 3-drink maximum for this table tonight.
Okay then. I mean, if you don't want me to buy drinks for everybody that's here, I understand.
The bartender said this one should probably hold off, and is looking at more.
You know, fair. I won't lie.
What have you put up to?
You don't remember the last time we were in here?
Oh, that's fair.
That's what I'm saying.
That's fair.
Totally fair. I get it. But I love a sandwich.
Yes, introduce a newborn to alcohol.
Yes, food. That is a thing. I would like some food.
We had a bunch of ale at that
yeah,
pumpkin
you guys are able
festival,
to. Yeah, you guys are able to order like whatever, and it's brought to you. It's at the time it's brought to you is when that conversation happens.
Okay.
So as you guys are sitting and eating and drinking, what is the conversation like?
Did that even happen? Oh wait, it has to have happened. You still have the crown.
Yes, I have the crown, and I have alcohol in my blood.
Oh, no.
You can only imagine all the pumpkin spice adventures.
There was not a lot of pumpkin spice.
No, you're right. Where's the
Really
pumpkin spice ale?
But the question is, how did that even? Okay, obviously it happened, but how did we get there
weird.
and then back?
Did the teleportation thing, was that like maybe calibrated for Pumpkin Town instead
Then why
of
didn't
here?
Svamp come with us?
Cause just magic stone? I have no idea.
I don't know. Maybe we need to ask someone about it. Are they all like weirdly connected somehow?
That's a good question. Or maybe it was a witch who knew exactly that it was going to be my lucky day in Pumpkin Town.
And yes, you're right. They totally purposely sent us there just for you.
Exactly. That checks out.
Yeah, okay. You can believe that.
But for real, I have no idea. I really don't.
Losing it over here.
Wait till we talk to you.
Oh my god. I'm taking a nap. Leave me alone. Oh.
Anything else as you guys are eating and drinking no more than 3?
Not for there. No.
I mean, I definitely had at least one extra while we were here. I was hoping to treat the whole bar, but that doesn't seem to be a thing. So
you could definitely do it. Yeah, you could definitely like the waiter didn't object to such things. Just was passing the message that this one had a limit.
I have, yeah.
Oh, I see.
I'm the baby.
Okay.
No,
blame
you're
Svamp.
just the idiot that acted cool that one time.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask the bartender, can I order a round of drinks for anybody who is here at the bar right now?
And not me.
And not her. And how much would that cost? I will pay for it.
Maybe you should have led with that.
I will pay for it.
Yes. Well, yes, that is something that you would have to cover. Would not be included. The Adventurers Guild, but just a round of ale. There aren't many people here. It would only be 12 silver.
Okay. Yeah, 12 silver. Around on the house for everybody.
Oh.
So Thus far, as you guys are sitting there, it's been relatively quiet. But yes, as you order around for the bar, the remaining customers, there is a cheer here for you. Reminiscent, but not quite as effective as the cheers that you got in Pumpkin Town.
Oh. Oh.
That's all right. Cheers make me happy. I hand the bartender a gold piece because I don't have 12 silver.
Shinichi gonna act so rich.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm king.
This is true.
And yeah, there would be a bit of a keep the change kind of deal, because like 1 gold piece, it's fine. It's a special night.
Well, it's 12 silver, so it would be two gold if you're giving change.
2 gold. Okay, I don't know the exchange rate as player.
It's 10 silver
2 gold
per gold.
Got it.
Okay.
Dear God.
I'm okay with that. Like,
I'm dying in the corner.
I can it's a 3 gold piece. I tip it as a tip. There we go.
Oh.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
You just keep pulling out more money. I'm just like, this. Shinichi, I think it's okay. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
You're good.
Yeah, okay.
I think they get it.
Okay.
So food,
I guess
drinks, and awarding the customers a free round. I'd say overall that would be probably about an hour-ish of time. Again, it's late. Doesn't really take you guys too long to eat as you talk and process what all occurred.
So where are the rest of the people that we know here?
I don't
Svamp
know.
and DRACO.
I was kind of hoping they'd be here.
Yeah, or at least they'd come down and celebrate with us.
Yeah, I'm sure we've made enough
If
noise
they're-
if they're upstairs.
Yeah, they're upstairs.
I don't know. I guess we could go ask the captain of the guard if we wanted to.
Question: would they have heard? Would anyone in the bar have heard mine and Svamp's spat?
No, because they're in the public room. You guys were in the private.
We were in the
room,
further back.
And your room, yeah. So the way it's set up is you've got a lobby, which has the Adventurers Guild secretary sitting there, and then you have 2 paths, either left or right. Left goes to the public room, which is the main tavern. Right goes to where the rooms are, as far as the inn, but also like the meeting rooms where your room is, and where the private members only bar is.
I don't know what I'm saying. We should ask the bartender first.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have already talked to. Yeah, you guys have already talked to the secretary. You'd be familiar that the secretary would probably have a firm concept of location of its members.
Yeah, that good idea.
And they would tell you that Svamp returned to her room a few hours ago.
A few hours ago.
Thinks that DRACO is there as well, but unsure.
Should we just go bother them?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Can I bring a drink for friend upstairs? Or no? Probably not.
If you're asking the
it's fine.
bartender, the bartender kind of just starts to squint at you.
It's not me, I promise.
And then looks over to Moira and then back to you.
Okay,
If
fine.
it goes to your room,
won't...
just keep it in your room.
I mean, that's fair. It's not gonna be me though, I promise.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll deal with that part later.
Let's go. Let's go bother these people.
Okay,
Maybe
let's go
Svamp
upstairs.
sent us there. How much would I bet she wanted to get rid of us?
I don't think so. That doesn't seem like something she would do.
You never know. For the giggles.
Again, that doesn't. It doesn't really sound.
So as you guys walk upstairs to the rooms, you're very familiar with where Svamp's room is, and the door is closed. Knock.
I'm
would you just
going
try to
in!
enter?
No, I'm just going in.
All right,
Okay.
so you open up the door.
I mean, I attempt to knock.
Nah.
Right, as
attempt, I'm
you
pushing
start to
past
reach
you.
up to knock, you reach up to knock. Moira just opens up the door and walks in. The lights are off. No candles are lit, but you both have dark vision, so you would see the I would say the lower half of DRACO lying on the ground. And walk further in. DRACO's head is on the bed, and there lies Svamp, sleeping.
We're back, baby.
No, now I'd have.
Yeah, I would say, Warforged by definition, if I understand it correctly, they hear everything around them. So I would say that you would definitely hear it. But with the announcement that they are there, yes.
I'm here to
I would say
proclaim
Svamp, you would
the
be
greatness
awoken as well.
that is Shinichi.
So
Bow before your new king.
So Draco's gonna lift his head up and kind of sit up straighter with his eyes coming online, and he's gonna look at him, turn to them, and kind of turn his head a little bit, and then he's gonna get real happy. You're just gonna see him jump to his feet, tail wagging, and he just charges at Moira and Shinichi.
Oh my god. Hello.
Just like, friend Moira, friend Shinichi, you're
Oh,
alive!
I think we are. Yes?
Friend Svamp made me believe you were dead.
What? Wait, what?
She said you were lost in the magical voids.
We were lost, so half right. We definitely does not mean
But were
dead.
we really
though.
lost?
At this
I don't
point, I'm
know.
starting to kind of wake up and sit up and trying to like shake the sleepiness. What am I looking at? What is?
Awaken, friend Svamp. They're alive. They're here. They're not lost like you said anymore.
Just kind of squint over. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me get. I pull the blankets off and I slowly get up and Okay. Draco, can you take a step to the side, please, for just a second? Just one step sideways for me, please.
Draco's just jumping up and down happy, but he does listen. He steps to the side a bit.
I walk up and I'm big and lumbering and tall and just walk up and I squeeze the two of them together in my big furball arms. Oh, don't disappear on me again, you little twerps!
We did not disappear on purpose.
Yes, you did!
No! How would you have done that?
No! Don't tell me you
No.
didn't disappear. I showed up in the lighthouse with a camel. Where were you?
I don't know.
What do you mean you
We
don't know?
went to Pumpkin Town.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I don't know where it is, but it's Pumpkin Town.
It's near Whitmore. It's.
I set them down and I take a step back. And
Why?
you went to
There's a crown on my
Pumpkin
head.
Town?
Yes, Pumpkin Town.
Yes.
Shinichi's king.
King of
You would
Pumpkin
notice
Town.
So I would imagine that you could light some candles in the process of waking up and getting getting yourself together.
Well,
But yes, it would be
Draco.
you would see a you would see a crown on Shinichi's head.
Mm-hmm.
So I teleported back to a lighthouse thinking we were under attack from undead,
Mm-hmm.
and you two teleported to Pumpkin Town, and
Yeah.
Shinichi is. And I put up my fingers to do the quote unquote king.
Yes, he has the crown.
I start shoving them out of my room. I'm going back to bed.
You're gonna remember.
No.
You're gonna wake up in the morning and be like, "I thought that was a dream, but it was real.
Okay.
It was real. We were there."
Y'all seem really drunk. I
have a limit. They won't let me drink anymore.
That okay.
Bells and Wisp were real, and they were great friends.
Who?
Yes, they
And you
were
probably
great
love
friends.
Wisp. They were another druid,
Yes.
and it was great.
Mhm.
Oh, and do you remember? Wait. Those guys, do you remember that we saved in that tower in the beginning with E? You remember those guys? And we helped them get like registered to live in that tower. They were running the whole thing.
The frog things that had the mushroom.
Yeah.
They have a town of pumpkins.
It was a pumpkin festival, not a town of pumpkins,
Mhm.
but called Pumpkin Town.
And I won this awesome plushie, and I pull out this big ol' spider plushie.
Yeah.
It's like,
That is cool.
It's adorable.
I like
Yeah.
that thing.
I got candy. Here, I think I still got some. Hold on. I won candy from staring down an orc. It was great. It took me 1 or 2 drinks before I could do it, but I did it.
From staring down an orc.
Yeah.
And I helped.
Mm-hmm.
Here, give me
I
one of those candies. Give me one
There
of
you go.
those. Hey,
There you go.
Draco. I start unwrapping a candy. Draco, open your mouth. Catch. And I toss it at Draco. You'll like that. It's good.
Hopefully. Yes,
He's a
I want a
baby.
spider.
He's never had candy before. It's important.
It's important.
Yes,
It
give
is.
the emotionally charged Drake-shaped Warforged sugar. That'll
Yes.
end out well.
Yeah. Give,
Yeah.
give the puppy candy.
Yes.
It was great time, seriously. Shinichi put on the best shows ever.
Oh my god, it was the best show that I have ever done.
And Vels and Wisp and I were all there just to help them out, make it a great
killed
show.
it.
Yeah.
Bells
Yeah.
and Wisp.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I
They
get
were
out.
Cool.
Are they like still
Okay.
standing in the doorway or something?
They're probably a foot in, but they're not far in. No.
All right. Well, I circle around them and I push them further into the room and shut the door.
Don't push them further into my room. I was trying to push them back out.
But this is cause for celebration, Fred Svamp. They're alive.
Yeah. And we got a king of Pumpkin
cause
Town.
for celebration.
Yes, and I'm king, and I had the best show ever, and they loved me.
2 great shows, actually. It was actually, no, 3, because we got there, you did 1,
Uh-huh.
and then during the main one, and then when we left, you did 3.
As
my
I'm
God,
listening to
yes.
them chatter,
Best
I'm walking
performance
back
ever.
over to my bed and propping my pillows up against the headboard so I can sit and listen because I'm still very tired and just listening to them chatter like,
Yeah, and then Vels had a guess how many feathers on an owl bear thingy. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
okay,
Mhm.
uh-huh.
And then we had to catch a dragon, and the Dragonborn did that, and it was great.
Yeah.
Draco very intrigued.
Yeah,
It was
uh-huh.
just a goblin that was dressed like a dragon, you know?
Less intrigued. You just saw him perk up and then you shot him down real quick.
I'm just telling it how it was, okay? Okay? And then we had the druid turned into a giant, spider like you do. and gave a little girl a ride around this entire like carnival thing. It was crazy and terrifying, but it was great.
Yeah. Oh, and then there was a talent show as well. Moira, you did stuff too.
Talent show?
Barely. All I did was teleport. I did my thunder teleport thing and said hi to the frog people.
It was cool.
Says the one who put on the best show ever.
I know. It was my moment.
It was a great moment. We're gonna wear that crown forever, please.
Yes, forever. I'm king of Pumpkin Town.
For your own protection, Your Majesty, I am gonna have to request that you only wear your crown on special occasions and not just out on the street. So that you don't become attacked, you know.
Yes. What counts as a special occasion? Are Tuesdays special occasions?
I just want to sneak around. I feel
like Tuesdays and Thursdays
count
as special days.
Yes, Tuesdays and Thursdays are special occasions.
Okay. Remind me to only go out in public with Shinichi on weekends. Oh, okay. So, Pumpkin Town, Bells and Whistles. Those are their names now. And
what?
One of them was Bells, right?
Bells with a V.
Nope, that's Bells now.
And then Wisp.
Nope, Bells and Whistles.
Oh no.
And
oh yeah. You would like Wisp. She's cool.
Yeah.
She's
a druid.
Oh no, druidy.
Druidy. Very druidy. Very interested in your mushrooms.
Yeah.
So, went to Pumpkin Town, run by frog people. With bells and whistles.
No,
there was a talent show. Shinichi sang thrice.
Yeah.
And has a crown. Why? Okay.
People crowned him.
Why?
I have no idea why they did that. But
they just said King of Pumpkin Town.
I hope it doesn't come with responsibilities at all.
I know they didn't tell you before we left.
It's an honorary.
I don't think they had time.
Okay. Feathers and staring contests and candy.
It was a great festival. You should have been there.
And
why wasn't I there? Why did I show up in a lighthouse with a camel?
Oh, that's where the camel went.
Yeah, I have a camel now. He's decided that he and I should be buds.
Free camel? Heck yeah.
No,
this has just been a great day.
He's not yours, he's mine.
It's still free camel.
I've also not met Camel Friend yet.
Yeah, we'll meet him in the morning before we go back to the Death Mounds.
Wait, we have to go back to the Death Mounds? I don't want to go back after that.
No.
I know, but we need to write down the runes and make sure we have it marked on a map.
Why?
There could be, like, a thing that could kill us there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I use my cloud thing again and we do all stealth-like, I just need to get the runes written down in a journal so that if we need to, we can teleport back there with backup.
Oh, good.
But tomorrow morning, before we leave anyways, we're gonna go talk to the captain and let them know that you're here and you're back, and see if maybe they can figure out what the thing is with Pumpkin Town and why you didn't come back with me, because I don't know.
Wait, did you talk to them already?
Yeah, as soon as I got back.
They had no explanation?
No.
What?
I'm a little worried about the rune teleportation thing, because what if the teleportation thing was calibrated or sorry, that's too big of a word for me.
Set.
What if it went to Pumpkin Town instead? What if the big thing went to Pumpkin Town instead?
I doubt
You would have
it.
seen him in Pumpkin Town.
Yeah,
if that's
he
where
would
he
have killed
went.
us, right?
Oh, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
It definitely didn't try to. Nothing attacked us. It was a relaxing few hours off. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was fun. It was amazing.
I think I'm gonna kick you out of my room and go back to sleep now. And I think you two should sleep.
I mean, probably.
Because I
can't
imagine
sleep now.
Shinichi.
My destiny awaits.
Is Shinichi. You can go put on a show. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
I was about to say your destiny could like be tomorrow, and if you're too tired for it, then what? Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go to sleep though. I
good
agree
point.
with that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a knock Shinichi out into a coma spell. Otherwise, you'd be passed out on the floor right now, bud. Huh.
Well, I mean, I'll let you sleep and go downstairs and play some tunes at the bar.
I would
I
offer
get
to
tired.
help, but I really have no spells left for you, so you're
Oh, I
on
know
your
that.
own with that one.
Just gonna wind down a little bit.
Yeah.
So, don't stay up all night, Shinichi, because we do got to go talk to the guild captain tomorrow about all of this mess. All right?
Toss a
There will
coin to
be
your
an
Shinichi.
attempt.
Wild. Absolutely
I'd
wild.
imagine that he's too like hyped up to be able to sleep right now, but
Mhm.
give him like an
Entirely
hour
lost.
and the adrenaline will wear off, and then he'll be like, okay, I'm going to bed.
Draco is entirely lost in this conversation.
Draco's just like, I don't know what's going on.
Here you
I'm
go,
just
Draco.
happy.
Have some more candy, and I'm gonna head to bed.
I'm just happy, wagging my tail, nodding along, like, yes, I understand. No, I don't.
Give Draco a handful of my candy, and then I peace
They're
out to
home.
Star of
That's
the
all
room.
that matters.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Ugh.
Attempt.
Mhm. Yes, there will be an attempt, but like I said, it's probably like give him an hour, and the adrenaline wears off, and he's okay, and then he's out. Goes up to his room, goes to bed.
All right. Well, you guys can benefit from a long rest.
Oh, thank God.
Yay, long rest!
My spells. Baby,
Yeah.
come back.
I used all the spells.
You bring it all on me.
And you guys wake up in the morning, refreshed, still happy for what occurred yesterday. Those who experienced the good parts. Obviously, I would think Svamp and Draco
Woman.
maybe not as excited.
Mm.
You got candy, Draco.
Draco,
Come on.
I think you would have mixed feelings. A,
Yes.
your allies
Draco's
did
excited
not
for
die.
different reasons.
Yes.
Mhm.
B,
The
you got
bees.
candy.
Well, yes.
Everything
See,
else.
Things did occur that still makes you sad, and I think you would still feel some of that. Maybe in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
But you guys wake up, you guys can regroup and regroup at breakfast and discuss overall plans, reassess reasons why to go back to the mounds, and meet with the captain. Captain's in the tavern this morning.
Oh, that's easy.
I'm not looking forward to going back to the Death Mountains, but
I don't blame you.
At least we kind of know what we're in for this time. Last time I was taken completely by surprise and was not okay mentally after that.
Yeah, and you described it to me, and I was like, we need to run now.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
I'm not as easily shaken up as you are, so, you know.
I am very easily shaken.
Mm-hmm.
Not stirred.
Alright. Well,
the main question that the captain would be interested in is if anyone has the ability to map out the location. Anyone
Moira would be
proficient in
better at
cartography
that
tools?
yeah.
I don't know if I'm proficient in it, but I have
tools?
it. I definitely have navigator tools. I don't know if I'm proficient though.
Two tools I don't have proficiencies in, but I wouldn't have known anyway.
Nope, not
How do I know?
Picture, but I can't guarantee that it'll be anything.
How do I know if I got proficiency with it?
Yeah, Moira will have to double check. It doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm
your
wondering.
character sheet does not list either, but you should have picked up at least one tool proficiency with your background. So we'll have to figure that out.
I do have the tools, so
yeah, we'll cross that bridge next time. Yeah, if you've got the tools, the captain would be interested in you going. I spoke with the Records Guild. We would like a location of this place and some kind of inventory of what's there. Hopefully no more sandstorms, but you guys can return back here. Hopefully there's no interference this time. But you can return back here at any point as necessary. But otherwise, I would say head out and scout. See what's existent there. Make a log of some kind. And once
is there really
it's determined safe, we'll send the Records Guild to send their people out.
Is there really no explanation for why we got sent elsewhere?
Unfortunately, we don't know. But in how Svamp described it, it sounded like it could have been some kind of magical interference. There was a teleportation circle right next to you. Someone teleported right around the same time that you used the stone. So I'm surprised you didn't end up where the other was destined for. Maybe you
that's true. Yeah,
got left off in the middle.
There. Weird.
Yeah, no, like we could have gone where the thing went. So
I guess we were lucky getting dropped in Pumpkin Town.
Yeah. Bard luck strikes again.
Yes, this was all your luck, Shinichi. Yes. Hopefully your luck rubs off again today.
I doubt it, but we never know.
It doesn't say either?
It just says intelligence.
Well, that's weird. Okay.
It should
I'm
give
not
you some
proficient
options.
with a water skin.
Yeah, we'll have to double check to see what your proficiency is in, but we'll do that later. But yeah, you should be able to roll any roll. It shouldn't just be intelligence, depending on what it is. So, but okay.
I just realized I don't even have armor.
Anything else you guys would want to do? based on your experience so far, anything you guys would like to try and purchase before heading out?
Maybe armor, because I just realized I'm wearing common clothes.
Yes, I looked at your character sheet and you are very squishy. And that doesn't seem totally right. I feel like you had other stuff.
Yeah.
I know, I thought I did too. I don't know. I know I went buying stuff for a while. I'm confused. Yeah, tool proficiencies is definitely, and armor proficiency. I can just add it that way. But how do I do it via my actual character?
Again, for the tool proficiencies, we'll worry about that later because I got to look at your background and see what all came with it. Because I know when you were in Sydund initially, you went to that shop and bought some things.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was related to what you're proficient in. So again, we'll loop back. But for now, what anything else that you guys would want to pick up before you head out?
Can I get something akin to saddlebags for my camel?
Yes.
I mean, do you want mine?
No, those are for you. Those are yours. I want some for my camel.
Okay. But I'd run by Bertram's real quick and see if he has any interesting potions that might be of assistance in some way.
He doesn't have anything new.
Nothing that would help in the desert.
No, I mean, the only thing that you would be aware of that he had was potion of hide from undead, but unfortunately he hasn't been able to reproduce it yet. He was bought out last time and bought out by your party.
Okay.
But you guys could walk out of the Adventurers Guild with potions of healing. So at least one potion of healing. Any extra you could definitely buy from him at half off. So we'll say 13 gold.
Okay, I'll take 2 of those, please.
Okay.
13 gold each, so 26.
Yeah. But he sold quite a few potions yesterday.
Sorry, I'm going through the equipment thing, trying to see what all we got. What all is my camel equipped with at present? Other than like the sash that I put on him, is he just naked? Or does he have a saddle and a bit and a bridle and all that stuff?
Yeah, I would say he's got a bit of a carpet, and he's got but the carpet is damaged from the wind and the scorpions. But does have a bridle as well.
Okay.
So you could get a new carpet, but or saddle, if you see fit. But you think, based on what you saw from it, that it'd probably be able to handle for now. Might be a future problem.
Okay. If he's fine for right now, then I'll just leave it.
I mean, from my perception, it doesn't sound like you're very committal with this camel to begin with. So
Well, yeah, but
it would be
I like
sufficient.
him.
Yeah. I think it'd be sufficient for now.
I like him. I just don't want him to have his hopes up that I'm gonna keep him forever and ever.
And then let me double check.
How do I add healing potion?
Oh, I got you. Give me a second.
Oh, okay.
Get that going for you. You wanted 2 additional?
Yeah, 2, please.
Okay. Svamp, I think there would be time for conversation about as far as how much the camel can carry.
Mhm.
What you would receive as far as information goes is roughly 480 pounds to 500 pounds.
Wrong camel.
Can be very quick.
Okay. Are we about ready to head out?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think we're ready.
Do we want to make real good time? Is that the plan? Do we want to make this a quick trip since nobody really
please.
wants to go?
Yes, please.
All right, I got a plan here. Hold on, everybody. Let's go pick up Camel. First and foremost.
Does Camel have name?
You know, I haven't asked him. Hey, Camel, do you have a name?
My last owners called me Diva.
Oh,
Diva.
I don't know. I don't know what it means.
Question, is camel boy or female?
I don't.
The boy.
I feel like that's
It's
her.
a boy.
Okay.
I love it, Diva. Great name.
Well, it doesn't seem to suit for my conversations with you, but a diva is a high maintenance person with a bit of an attitude. Is that a good description of a diva?
Look, I can get you a better description.
Uh-oh.
I am
He's gonna
just
go
a
into the
camel.
dictionary.
Yeah, wait, do we all hear the camel? I should ask.
No, just Svamp.
Okay.
Do you like your name, Camel, or would you prefer a new one?
They called me Camel, or they called me Diva. I'm not sure which is right. What would you like to call me?
Which I was not planning on naming a camel today. Why have you done this to me? I wasn't prepared for this.
You're the one asking. You could have accepted Diva.
Yeah, you're asking all these questions.
Are we hearing her go on about I didn't plan on giving a camel a name?
I don't know.
I'd imagine.
Diva doesn't sound right to me, though. I don't like that.
How about you think
Friend
about it on the
swap.
trip? How about you think about it on the trip?
Yeah, there we go. Tell you what, I will consider a new name for you as we continue along. That seems correct to me. All right. First things first. Shinichi, come here. I just, without asking,
Yes,
really.
Yes, what?
I just hoist up Shinichi and put them on top of Draco's saddle.
Oh, hi.
Pat them on the
hello.
head. Here you go.
Okay.
But
I am writing you now.
this
Moira?
is the correct assessment.
Moira, come here. And I put
What?
Moira on top
Oh.
of Camel.
Oh, okay.
And Camel, because you seemed so pleased with it yesterday, I transform into a camel.
Oh,
Okay.
now we got two camels, I guess.
Now, recall for me, how long can you be in your form?
I thought it was so long as she was awake.
No, it is. A number of hours equal to half of my druid level. Rounded down. So
Yeah, then.
for 2 hours. But camels move fast, apparently.
Yeah, I'm giving you access.
Yay!
So you should have a camel in your wild shapes.
Exciting.
All right, very well. So you would be is anyone riding you?
No,
camel?
I don't think so. Unless they want to swap over, but
so based on where you were, like how far you had gone out, it was only a few hours, so you would lose camel form probably about halfway through. Moira, can you give me a survival? And for today's purposes, we'll add your modifier, your proficiency modifier.
So normal or as an advantage?
Normal. Yeah. So survival, that's +2, and then as 5th level bonus +3, so plus 18. All right. So you have no difficulty finding where you were last time, at least you think. Again, sand has constantly been moving. Trying to follow this general path, which is just, you're basically going kind of like northeast at an angle. You get to a point where it feels like this is whereabouts you were. You can see dunes that look semi-familiar, but everything looks kind of familiar to you, at least out here. But I would say, like, based on the sun and the time and general, like general look, you are able to find where you guys were yesterday. And again, Bex at this point, or at least Svamp at this point, you'd be out of camel form. Taking about 3 hours to get out here. But you would see the mound that you had entered in before. Still see the torch on the ground. It's lit, half, maybe a third covered by sand. But yeah, it all looks familiar. But around this area, there's small dunes that look just about where you were before.
Okay. At least there's no scorpion attacking us this time, right? I would like to sneak in there, essentially, and see if that previous creature contraption is still there. Okay. Before anyone else heads in to take notes.
Okay, are you alerting anyone that's what you're doing?
Cloud thing.
I was going to right after that. I wanted to explain that first. Guys, let me go in first before we all rush in to take notes and stuff. Let me just double check.
I have gaseous form, remember? I've got thing where I turn into cloud.
Oh, that is true, you do.
This unit has a dampening field giving him advantage on stealth.
Do gaseous form, though. That's a better bet.
Yep.
Actually, while you're doing that...
the only issue with gaseous form is you have no way of communicating in that form.
That's true. But I could, go in, pop back out, say we're good to go in.
While Svamp does that, can I actually go investigate the other well? Just see if they have other weird caves under them?
There's a bunch of these things surrounding us? Or...
There might be. I need to verify. I want to verify.
Somebody wasn't paying attention. So, because there's the one mound that we went into, but it's in like a valley in between dunes. Then there's, you said like 50 mounds, right?
Yeah. I'll go look at them.
Looking around, it looks like there's 50 of these smaller dunes. I mean, 50 is just a rough estimate. But there's quite a few of these smaller dunes that are right around the same area, but all sand covered from what you see.
I mean, I would say be really, really careful if you're going to go investigate other things. Because I don't know if there's more of those whatevers.
No, I know. I'm not going to go into them deep. I just want to see if they actually have, like, entrances like this.
By no means am I objecting to what you guys want to do. But as far as your characters are aware, it's been 24 hours since you were last out here. You saw that dude teleport out of here, so it's definitely possible that he would have returned. But at the same time, well, I suppose you didn't have a real interaction with him to know whether or not he was threatening.
No.
So would gaseous form make sense for Svamp here in this situation? Especially because it only lasts, what, an hour? And you would just be dropping in and out. Like, if there's other options on the table, would you not take the other options as far as stealth, or would you... Is that your only choice?
It's not the only choice, no. And that does take up a spell slot, which we might need later.
Do you want me to go in? It may not be great, but I do have advantage on stealth.
But you can't see in the dark.
You can borrow my
your little knoll necklace.
my goggles of night.
Yeah.
I also have I have a thing. I have hidden step. As a bonus action, but it's... Can I do hidden step as anything other than a bonus action? I don't know how that works.
I mean, hidden step has its limitations. So, let me...
It makes me invisible. It doesn't make me quiet. Right?
Where is it in you? Oh, I find it. Okay, so hidden step, as a bonus action, you can magically turn invisible until the start of your next turn. So that's only 6 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, that's not very helpful.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
you
could
can borrow
definitely use
my
it in this
night goggles.
scenario, but yeah, it wouldn't last very long.
I can definitely loan Draco my goggles of night. I don't mind. Here go.
You're
Appreciate it.
re-gifting goggles a night? For the person who gave them to you?
Temporarily, yeah.
Did you give me these? I can't even remember.
Yes.
Oh.
I made them out of a gnoll's claw and some string.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Moira, are you still investigating or no?
I would love to, yeah. Just to take a scope around.
Investigation from you. So Draco, you've been given the general concept of what. Oh wow, 21. Very good. Draco, you've
Nice.
you've been given the concept of what was here, what is inside. So as you enter into this thing, there are 3 rooms that you see, all separated by doors. So the main hall that you enter into, at the entrance of the mound, you push through, and yeah, you see the hexagon type of room. See a teleportation circle in the back, the furthest piece away from you. You've got doors to your left and right. First view as you enter in, don't see anything, don't hear anything.
Okay.
As far as creatures or anything like that.
Okay. Well, I want to check the side rooms and make sure there is nothing here.
Again, for context, we are going with dungeon crawl rules, which is about, I mean, by rule, I think it's about 10 minutes per room, but I don't think we need it for this in this particular sense. But you're going to be in for at least 5 minutes.
Okay.
The left room, stone sarcophaguses, all opened. There's 8 in total. Right room, it's the same. 8 in total, all opened. You're not sensing anything in here.
Right.
In
There's
that center room,
nothing-
that's the hexagon. There's some bloodstains. Seems recent, but again, from the story you heard, it sounded like there was a confrontation between the 2 people that your allies were trying to find.
Alrighty.
And, yeah, that's probably what it was.
Okay, well, they said we needed to examine the teleportation circle. Since I'm reasonably sure there's nothing that is going to kill me in here at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna examine the teleportation circle and do my best to remember the exact things, the runes. If not able to draw them down, I don't think I have anything I can draw on.
Just go back and get us.
Well, if there's nothing here, I'm just gonna go get them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Friend Svamp, friend
Hey.
Moira, friend Shinichi, there is no danger. Come in. I just call out. I yell.
Wait. What? No, there has to be.
There is no giant automaton like which you spoke.
All right.
Are you sure it's not
I
somewhere
light a
else?
torch and I very kind of quietly and cautiously go in.
I have checked all the rooms.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. As this is going on, Moira, you're walking around, just looking at the general mounds that are around you. We'll just look at 10. 2. So one for context is where the one you entered into.
Okay.
2 and 3 look to have doors but are sealed.
Okay.
6 appears to have an opening, but the door seems open.
Okay.
Yeah, you look through.
Well,
I would say you could definitely tell the door is open, but you're not really seeing much inside. 6 and 7 appear to be sealed. So there's like a door that's like shut.
you said 6 was the one that was open, though.
3.
3 is open? Okay,
I'm sorry.
so 2 is closed.
I'm sorry. My numbers are incorrect. 6 is open. 4 is you find a door, but it's sealed. 5, you find a door, but it's closed. 8, you don't see an opening at all.
Okay, and then 9 and 10.
But at this point is when you're starting to hear Draco's voice. Would you continue or would you head back? He is calling for his friends to return.
I'd probably continue, just look at 9 and 10 and then run back.
All right. 9. You don't see any obvious openings. 7. You do see a door, and 10 you see a door.
Okay. Got it. I have noted, and I will run back.
Okay.
Right, Kennedy? Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you hear the spiel. It's there's nothing inside. Your guys are free to enter in. And I would say Svamp. Before that, yeah, you guys got the word. You guys can freely go inside if you'd like.
So I'm gonna light a torch so I can see, and I'm gonna go in, still kind of quietly and suspiciously, even though I've gotten the all clear, just because I didn't like that thing.
That's dramatic.
Well, also, like, I'm really weary of that teleportation circle, because what if it comes back through it any minute? Like, I'm like, okay, here we go. And I'm gonna get out my journal and my ink pen and start writing down the runes as accurately as I can in my journal, like sketch out the circle exactly and what runes are where on it, so that I can bring it back to the captain as accurately as possible.
So now that you've done that, I have a question. Would it
Before
be
that, 1 second.
I was about to say, I'm probably gonna have to roll something, I imagine.
Yeah, you are.
Mm-hmm.
Svamp, go ahead and just roll me a general Wisdom roll.
Ooh, I'm good at wisdom. Yay.
Yeah.
Ooh, not today. Ooh, can I have DM inspiration and do that again?
Yes.
I would like
Sure.
to do it again.
No!
Here, take inspiration from me.
Yes,
don't
take-
do
I'll
another
allow-
six. I swear to God.
I'll allow one more. One more.
Oh.
If it's really 6, 6,
Assistance.
6.
14.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say if it
Oh,
I'm
was
not the
6,
devil.
6, 6,
Okay,
I'd be
we're all
like,
good.
no.
We're all good. I'm not the devil. Yay.
I was about to say, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you've got a I think you had picked up a book last time.
Yes, I picked up a journal. Yeah.
So, yeah, you could definitely sketch out the symbols, and you think you're getting them exact. Not necessarily understanding the what they mean, but yeah, you're definitely sketching them out. But Draco, now that she had done that, what your next step was?
Well, I wanted to examine the symbols as well and see if I knew anything about them just from pre-programmed knowledge.
Okay,
Was the
and
first part.
you're just looking at symbols and what they mean.
What they mean, what
Or-
they could mean together, where they came from. Like, I guess where they came from is more important right now.
Second. Okay. I think there would be enough context of things that have been said to you or explained to you. So while the captain didn't expressly say it to you in particular, I think that would be knowledge that Svamp would be able to share with you during some of that conversation you had. The symbols don't necessarily have to mean anything in particular from an individual standpoint. It's the collection of all of them together in an order that determines where the teleportation circle is. So if you've got that circle written down, or at least in memory, as a caster, you could use that to determine where your teleportation takes you. So,
Okay.
yeah, and that's something, because this party, again, you weren't necessarily there, but I think it would be described to you. You guys were given a teleportation stone, which allows you to teleport back to Sydund, to the lighthouse in Sydund. So that like whatever the magic is that's controlling that, it has those symbols kind of etched into it. Anytime you use that teleportation stone, it's going to take you to the same place. At least it should.
Yeah.
And this is mainly a collection zone. So anyone who teleports, as long as they have these symbols, they can teleport here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, now that that's understood, my question to Svamp is, would it be better for us to destroy this teleportation circle?
No, because if we need to get back here quickly, it would be good for the captain of the guild to be able to write these runes somewhere like in Sydund or outside the walls of Sydund or whatever, and bring the entire guild, and we could all just teleport here really rapidly. Potentially. I don't know what the captain wants to do, but if we needed to get here, we could do it instead of traveling for 3 hours. We could do it in an instant.
But you said that the giant automaton came here and collected bodies.
I
So
don't know
what's to stop them from coming back and somehow collecting more?
Well, there's no more bodies here to collect. All of the coffins are empty, aren't they?
Moira, this is the point where I think you would walk in. But yes, in particular, this room, this mound, the structure, I guess. All the coffins that are in here are empty yet.
Wait, so it's not in here today?
No.
No.
Okay, well that's mildly okay. There's plenty of other hills though. A lot of them sealed, but quite a few of them seem to have some type of, I don't know, structure underneath it.
So this area is like a giant mass grave?
It feels
of
like
some
that.
sort?
Yes.
But if they're teleporting, then they don't need to open the doors either.
Listen, I don't know. This seems like something that's too big for the 4 of us to tackle on our own. I just want to write down these runes and get them back to the guild captain.
Oh, I thought you already wrote them down.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
just letting
I've
you know
got
what
them,
else
but,
I
like,
saw.
yeah, I've got them written down, but like I want to get these back to the guild captain and then let them figure out with the guild what to do about this. Because
Of course, I'm not suggesting
beyond,
anything. I just wanted to look around and actually get a better information to tell them.
No, Draco was saying, "What if we destroyed the runes?" And I was like, "I don't want to do that in case the guild captain wants to use them to teleport here later."
I'd be more concerned it would mess up our own teleportation, considering last time.
Yeah. I don't know enough. I don't know enough. Draco,
regarding that, I'd rather teleport farther away from here than we did last time as well, just in case.
Yeah, we should for sure at least walk a little bit.
A little bit back, yeah.
Yeah.
But if this was all an entire mass grave, it would make a lot of sense for the relentless zombies.
Mm-hmm.
But the bigger question at this point would be, how many of those creatures are there?
Good question.
Yeah. Literally no idea.
I know.
I think we get these back to the captain and see what she says.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they'll have some history written about this place. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to double check my runes and make sure that I wrote them down correctly? Just in case.
I'll do it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I'll just hand over my journal page and my ink pen and let them kind of just double check me.
You gotta reverse work the math.
It just doesn't look right or not.
To me, it sounds like you guys are going to take as long as you need to make sure that these markings are correct.
Yeah.
If that's the case,
oh god,
then we won't need to roll. You guys.
Oh god.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
so my 14 doesn't matter. Cool.
Okay. I was about to say the DM's plotting something. Oh god.
No, it's so it's a thing where if you're just trying to quickly do it, then it's a roll. But if you're going to spend the amount of time that is necessary and you're working together as a group to do so, then you guys will just do it. No problem.
Okay. Okay.
Sounds good.
But what's the thought process here? You walk back to town? Do you teleport back to town with everybody? Because it doesn't sound like you guys are going to stick around here much longer.
I would say let's walk like 10 minutes away from this mound and then try to teleport back.
And hope it doesn't split
Moira
us up.
find anything of importance in the mounds?
No, I just told you that there's plenty of other structures underneath them.
But
Plenty.
they're sealed up.
There was one that was open, if you want to go look at that, but I'm good with just getting out of here. It was literally the one we were at, and then Wother Mound was open. The rest were sealed tight, / there was 2 that didn't have anything that I could see.
Okay. And I agree with the group. I'm just going with them for the moment. Walk 10 minutes away and teleport.
Okay.
Make sure there's no magical timey-wimey shenanigans.
The Pumpkin Town! Let's go!
I wish, man. I could use some Pumpkin Town celebrations.
Right. You guys circle around, camel in tow, and a diva, if you will. And you activate the stone, teleport back. Everyone arrives in Sydund. My question for you guys, before you head out again to visit this place, what is the general thought process? What's that conversation with the captain? Like you get the captain the runes, like the symbols. But what else is stopping you guys from heading back out?
We need to know the history.
I'm asking, I'm asking specifically because Svamp would know that the Records Guild would be very interested in getting the documentation of where that location is, so that once it is cleared, the Records Guild can send their people out to fully investigate.
I mean, I would assume that
DRACO knows.
I assume the best way to mark something map-wise in the desert is the same way to mark something out at sea is through stars.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to stay out here all the way till nighttime, though.
We've already teleported back.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well.
So, I mean, is there any other new information that you want to get or provide the captain?
Yeah,
is this
I would
something
want to
you
ask
guys
about
are
mass
interested
burial
in
history.
going?
Currently, the giant automaton is not there. So, we don't know where that is. Give her a copy of the runes and probably give a copy of it to the Records Guild as well. And see if they can tell us where it goes. Make sure there's no undead invasion about to happen before we leave. I feel like those are the top 3 priorities.
Yeah, to clarify,
especially if
one second, just to clarify, you don't know where that creature went to, the one that was collecting the bodies. And what you gathered today wouldn't tell you that. It's only telling you the location of that particular teleportation circle. So with that in mind, you can be easily teleported back to it.
Yes.
But it's not going to lead you any closer to where that creature went to.
Yes.
It's just going to lead you back to the burial ones.
Yeah, they're able to teleport to that specific one, but not reverse it.
Right.
Well, they're able to teleport to that circle. They, logic would tell you that they've got those runes, so they know that symbolism.
Yes.
Like those markings. It could easily come back based on that logic.
DRACO doesn't have any other ideas of what to do. Anyone else?
I think we just talk to the cat, like we hand over our scribbles to the captain and be like, this is what we got, this is what we know. You're the authority figure. That's all I got for now.
I will talk to the Records Guild, but I can assure you their interest will be knowing what's there and making sure it's safe so they can investigate and research it. So feel free to rest for the night. But if you're up for it, we will send you out in the morning to continue. Luckily, with the runes marked down, we can send you right there without travel.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what we're in.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah.
All right, everybody in the live chat, thank you so much for joining in. We will
thanks
we'll close
everybody
up here. YouTube side. Fantastic chat going on. So thank you so much. But yeah, mightybeard.com, session recaps, that sort of thing. Links to all the streams, and on the YouTube side, we do have a schedule going. So as soon as we can schedule the next session for this group, we will. And we've got 2 other groups that we're in the process of scheduling right now. So, but yeah, that's it. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good night, chat.
Night.
Bye.